Hello everyone and welcome to another Tamagotchi Uni video. This time I'm going to be showing off the connectivity between two Tamagotchi units. So I have my pink one and I have my purple one with the Japanese language and Japanese region and the other with the English language and Oceania region. So we go to this option, we have the option to see our friends list or connect, so we will connect. And one will have to be invite, one will have to be visit. Input connection code. Okay, oh, 0, okay. Now I understand what it's wanting me to do. This feels like a weird step. Like, not gonna lie, this feels like a really weird step because why do you have to enter a connection code when chances are there's going to be, you can connect with May, and May, you can connect with May. So it's kind of weird. Okay, so do we want to trade items? Do we want to handmade? Or do we want to propose? Let's propose. Let's get some marriage going on. So yeah, it's weird that we have to input the code. That surprises me because it's local and not online. I hope that a future update will have online functionality so I can propose. You can accept proposal, yes. I kind of would have liked to have some connectivity online where you can do this, but it feels kind of weird that you have to input a connection code just for local. I'm guessing they're a little bit too optimistic that 20 people will all have their Tamagotchi Uni out within a very confined space. So that was a weird choice. But it's nice to have connectivity locally, but I would really hope that a future event will include online connecting with friends. So you enter a friend code or something along those lines, similar to how you enter a code for the download items, which I've shown off in previous videos. I want to be able to input a connection code, similar to what we saw in the Tamagotchi connection releases many moons ago. So I'm honestly hoping that future events will have that level of connectivity where I can just input a friend code and go visit them and propose over the internet, which honestly feels like a weird miss that they didn't include, at least in the initial version, considering it focuses on online gameplay and functionality. So for me, it's a pretty big surprise that we don't have that level of functionality yet. Again, the Tamagotchi Uni, one of its features is the fact that it gets updates. So hopefully they do add something along those lines of online connectivity in the future. I'm not super optimistic, but I'm also hoping for an off button of some kind, just so I can have a little bit of a break rather than just giving my Tamagotchi to the sitter. So let's feed these babies. I just spam feed. I do like how I can spam feed on the Tamagotchi Uni. I did miss that on the Tamagotchi Smart. Babies can't connect, I believe. Can't use now. Yep, that's to be expected. So I'm going to let these grow up, and then once they're a little bit older, I'll show further connectivity gameplay. One more thing before I transition to the future, I do want to say that if you connect and you get an offspring from Tamagotchi babies, basically, is that there are 2 characters that you can only unlock from offsprings of connection babies, but that doesn't quite work in with online, which is kind of a shame. So past hammers, we can have a look. So that's... I kind of wish that we saw the one that, like, the other one, if that makes sense. Like, I wish you saw the partner that they had, rather than just past hammers. Maybe that'll be under friend list once I'm able to unlock that, but I guess I'll find out soon enough with the power of editing. And welcome back. So I now have my children. They're not babies, so they can connect again. One thing I did notice when I was flipping through the perfect guidebook while I was waiting is I was looking at the connection exclusives. So we've got Shimashimachi and Yatachi. So they both, first line says it has to be born from a marriage via connection couple, basically. And then the second line says you have to make DIY one or more times. Now, this realization made me go, meido, right. And then I was like, oh, handmade. So I was thinking of handmade as in M-A-I-D, not made as in DIY M-A-D-E. So I usually use different words in Japanese. One is, I've gone blank now, tetsuri, I think is one way to say handmade. I've also got homemade, which is jikase, and another one for handmade being literally handmade, which is tese. So I was thinking, but I wasn't thinking, if that makes sense. I was thinking handmade as in handmade, not something that you make by hand is handmade. So you do exclusive DIY together as a group. I just hadn't thought about it being called handmade, and I'm guessing if I go to this option here where we have crafts, yeah, it's instead of crafts, it's handmade. So if I looked at the options, I would have realised that. But anyway, in any case, with that out of the way, just thought I'd want to correct myself, because I'm sure someone is yelling down at their YouTube screen, no, it's handmade, not handmade. Anyway, so we have our friends list, so we can look at the previous connections at the very least. So that is cool. From Tama Japan, Tama Oceania, and I just realised that I think they were on this way around in the first video, not that it really matters. So let's connect, and we'll go this way because we went the other way before. Connection code is 97. Again, I have to now click or hold A until I get to 97. 01 was much nicer than 97. So that means it fully believes, at least Bandai believes, or the programmers believe, that there will be 99 plus people with Tamagotchi unis in the same area. I mean, it makes sense because they're kind of like, okay, we don't want any cross communication to not work, but I feel like it's just a little bit too optimistic that many people are going to have them. So playdate, gifts, and crafts. Let's select playdate. So on the Japanese one, it's just asobu, which just means like to play, basically. Or actually, it might have been asobi from, actually now I think about it, which is just play. So you also probably noticed that the propose option was not available, which makes sense because they are children. And let's connect again. So we'll just go through all the other options that aren't the propose option now that we've already done that. Let's do it that way. Hopefully we don't get a 97 again. Oh good, it's just 0 this time. That's easy. No, it's... Oh, I'm dumb and was too optimistic. It's actually 61. This one is the one I selected on, and this one is the one I get it from. I was far too optimistic. And also, you already get that confirmation of like, hey, is the person you're connecting to this person? I feel like that's seems to be more of a confirmation than putting that number in again. Presumably it goes to 99. That is entirely too optimistic. So gift exchange in Japanese, so it's Aitemu Gokan, I believe it said, and then gifts is the English version of it. So you can give items or DIY. And I have more items on this one. I feel like I have a few doubles, so I'm going to be generous and give myself some bat wings. Do I have any doubles of anything on this one? No, I do not. So I'm not going to give anything. Aganai, yes. Again, the connection... I mean, maybe I only remember because it's the one I'm most nostalgic for, but it seems very much like the connection error in terms of the functionality, but I haven't really connected too much on any other Tamagotchi, to be honest. I did do it for unlocking areas in the mix and the meats, but I mainly used them as well with proposal and marriage, and this Tamagotchi's sad because she didn't get anything. Poor her. And now we'll do the last option, which is handmade. And hopefully it's not a high 40. It's so funny to me that the first time I did it, it was a 0-1, so I was like, okay, that's not too bad. And then the second time, it's just, okay, 97, why not? Like, I would kind of hope that there was a little bit of smarts there. And again, you already confirm, invite this person, connect with this person, you're already confirming the person's name. Why would you have to put a number down? It's a little bit weird. Especially because there's no online functionality. That would make much more sense if it was online. Alright, what are we going to make? Or are we just exchanging? I don't think it's exchanging. I think let's go metal. Oh, I get what's happening. Metal and ribbon. Yep, let's see what those two items make. I'm assuming that's what I'm doing. Which is very cool, if so. Where have you gone? There you are. Okay, you brought the DIY table. And we make little egg hats. That's kind of cute. So the handmade / DIY things, you get matching funny hats. That's cute. Let's put those on if we can, because we're children. Sometimes some items don't work on children. But yeah, so I do like that, but the way to get these items is to go through the Tama Walk functionality. Let's have those matching hats. Matching funny hats! And they both love it. That's cute. But yeah, so you get various DIY / handmade items and recipes by going on the Tama Walk, which I've outlined a few times, but it's basically just kind of like a pedometer quest-based toy where you go on a walk and then you get items from that, and you're only really out for half an hour, so it's pretty nice. You can start it up when you take the dog for a walk. I don't know, but yeah, so that's the connectivity functionality. It is very cute. Again, slightly reminiscent, to me at least, of the connection era Tamagotchis, but again, I have a lot of nostalgia, so it might just be that getting in the way there. So we've got our matching hats. We're looking pretty cool. We've hopefully, now we've made a DIY. I'm not sure if it just says do DIY once or more. I'm not sure if that means, like, if that includes connection DIY, because it just says made one, or well, medo, which handmade one, so one DIY or more, and same for yatachi, which, so hopefully I get both of those since I've got a boy and a girl. it's pretty cool if I do. They are born from any teen, so I can go on to evolve into any of the teenagers, and I'll presumably still get that adult. But in any case, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts, comments, questions. If you haven't already, roast me for thinking handmade and getting confused between the two in the comment section below. Like this video for, I don't know, hopefully that I get the connection exclusive characters, and also hopefully Bandai add an update where you can marry and connect to someone like a friend online rather than just between the two, in person, locally. So yes, like this video for that. Subscribe if you haven't already, and you have subscribed, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your enemies, and of course, I will see you on the next video. Bye!